You alright guys, how you doing? So today you join me in part one of this project. It is a 2002 Mark 1 Octavia RS 1.8 turbo 20 valve, same platform as the Mark 4 if you don't get the Octavia where you are. This car's come with upgraded turbos, it's got the intercooler, it's got the injectors, the intake, the wheels, the suspension. In this video, I just want to go through all the problems that this car has. This is what this video is about. There's going to be many videos on this car. Hopefully not too many fixing, more upgrading. So if you want to see those videos, subscribe to the channel. But I've got my little list here. So let me go through all the problems. So let's start off with the suspension. It had lowering springs on it already. And what I thought were Bilstein B8 dampers. But actually the dampers are not Bilstein, they are Kayaba Ultra SRs. But whatever the case, the Ultra SRs are supposed to be good, so that is not my issue. My issue with the suspension is that it's very harsh, it bangs, it sounds like it's banging into the top mounts. It sounds like there's banging coming from down low. There's also slight rubbing on the inner and outer wheel arches, and mainly over big compressions. There's contact between the anti-roll bar and the drive shaft. And the steering lock is also severely limited. Now I'm thinking that's probably got to do with the drive shaft contacting the anti-roll bar. Apparently, super common issue on this Mark IV platform when you lower them. Also, the bushes in the wishbone seem short as well. So generally it just needs a refresh. I don't think there's going to be a silver bullet to solve all of that. I think it's just going to be a combination of many parts to get it to where it's like new or better than new. And my first step on that is going to be H&R lowering springs. Now hopefully, I'm thinking that is going to I'm hoping that's going to eliminate the rubbing on the inner and outer wheel arches, because it's going to raise the car a little bit. And I'm also hoping that the springs are going to be a bit stiffer, so it's not going to be so much vertical movement in the car as well. And hopefully that will get rid of a lot of the banging in the top mounts. It could be that the top mounts on this car are short, but we'll see about that. And also the drive shaft with the anti-roll bar, I'm sure H&R have got this licked. I'm going to lower it as much as they can without it hitting the drive shaft and the anti-roll bar coming together. So that is also hopefully going to be solved. But like I said, I don't think it's going to be a total silver bullet, the springs, but I think it is going to be a big step forward with the suspension. So what else is wrong with the car? Fueling. It is running a bit rich. On startup, it smokes a little bit. And it also smokes under full throttle, which I'm not 100% against it smoking under full gas a little bit. But generally under cruise conditions, it seems to be like running at 11 AFR, 12 AFR. Maybe it runs at 14, but then the short-term fuel trims are like at minus 20%, minus 25%. So there's an issue there. I do have a check engine light saying that one of the cams is too advanced, but also I think it could be something to do with the MAF sensor. It does have a custom intake on the car where the MAF is mounted, so maybe we're looking at a MAF issue where it's lined up, it's not reading the fuel properly. How do I do the okay, this is the first time I use the wipers ever, and the jets need to be adjusted, and it could do with new wipers as well, to be fair. Other problems, the gear change on it. I knew this when I took the test drive, that first was difficult to engage, it was reluctant to go in, and second, you didn't have to pull it back, you just had to pull it into the gate a little bit for it to engage. Basically, it was not how it should have been. Next on my list is interior. The interior on the car is not great at all. It's got white seats, white inserts in the seats, and it's got white carpet, so it's never going to be looking fantastically new, but it could definitely do with a clean all round. But that is not the top of my list of priorities at the moment, for sure not. But it is something that will be nice to get sorted. Steering wheel doesn't look too bad, but it's not great either. It's another thing, this is quite a big one, not for the driving of the car, but making the car usable, is that the central locking doesn't work on it. The key doesn't work in the door, doesn't open or close it. And the key fob, neither of the key fobs open or close the doors. They worked okay when I took the car, but I ran the battery flat, and then after that they're not working. I tried the sync procedure that you can see on YouTube, didn't work for me. So I've ordered something for the OBD to see if that will let me program the keys, because at the moment it's a major problem. Anything else? Brakes, yeah, it needs discs all around, they're worn. There's quite a big lip on the edge of the discs. And that is basically it. That is all the problems that I've found so far. I'm not saying that there aren't more, but that's the ones I'm aware of at the moment. Next video on this car is probably going to be fitting the springs. I'll do like a before and after comparison video for that. See what difference they made, see what else needs to be done after. If you want to see that video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing a ton of videos on this car. Hopefully not too many fixed videos, more upgrade videos, comparison videos, etc. If you want to see them, subscribe to the channel. Until then, look after yourselves, and I'll see you again next time.